Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Sunday. Sunday morning here in the beautiful state of Tennessee, bright and early. Family's still in bed. Thought I'd throw on a quick video real quick. Haven't really had time. I usually try to do them on Friday nights, but recently I've been busy. So Sundays are going to have to do for now. Hope you guys all had a wonderful week. I want to thank you all for watching. Sorry, give me some coffee here. Very unprofessional of me. Be drinking coffee and smoking first thing in the morning. So, excuse me. Kind of a rough night last night. Anyway, before I get started today, I want to let you guys all know that Steve over at All the World's a Stage and Trevor at Flat Round and Spun, I'm going to be on their Sunday night Vinyl Confessions show on the 7th of July. So it'll be a live stream for a couple hours. I'll remind you again probably next week or whatever if you guys want to go check it out. Steve's really helping me out, sending people my way, and he wants me on the show to talk about things or whatever they're going to do on Sunday night. All right, so this week I want to try my hand at starting a thread. So it'll be kind of weird, a lot of threads are, whatever. I'm going to do this, see what you guys can do this if you want. If not, you'll just enjoy what I have or whatever. So what I want is I want to see the record that you've had the longest, the one that you've held in your hands, that you've owned the longest in your life, something probably from when you were a kid or whatever. That's number one I want to see. The number two I want to see is what's your oldest record. And maybe the same as the first one, maybe the one you've had the longest might be the oldest record, but I doubt it because we all kind of go back. So whatever one you have is the oldest record. Then I want to see something you have that is obscure or weird or whatever, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about when I get to that. Then I want to see, for the fourth thing, I want to see your rarest press. If you have something that is only pressed, it was in limited quantity, you think it might be your rarest one. There's only one of, let's say, 100 or whatever. And then finally, I want to know what's in your collection according to Discogs. Go to Discogs, check your median price, and I want to know what's your most expensive record. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to start with my first one, the record that I have had the longest. It's from 1978, so I would have got this when I was 9 years old. I've had it ever since. I still have it. The soundtrack to the movie Grease. It's kind of beat up. Of course, I've had it forever, but it still plays very well, actually. There it is, gatefold. Like I said, this is from 1978. I still have the inner sleeves for them all. I have no idea. And still looks pretty good, actually. And there's got these cool, the RSO labels. When I was a kid, I loved this movie. I loved the songs on this. I love the style of the music. So I've had this since then. I remember having this record when they had the little portable record player you could carry to your friend's house and stuff. I've had this since 1978, 1979. This album came out in 78. I've had this ever since. So probably 45 years or so is how long I've held on to this particular one. This is my original copy that I've had since I was a little kid. So that is the record that I've had the longest in my physical hands, one I've had the longest. Think about it, it's kind of like 50s rock and roll, lots of 50s style music. A lot of it was written by Barry Gibb and stuff, and the Bee Gees. I don't know. I just always loved it. Always did. Before I was ever really into tons of music, All right. So the record I have now, the second one I want to talk about is the one that is the oldest. And it took me a little bit to figure this out. And this one wins barely. This is The Best of the Animals, which I think I talked about a few episodes ago. It's got House of the Rising Sun and Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. It's a gatefold compilation type. It's the best of. This is from February of 1966 when this came out. It's got that cool MGM rainbow type logo on there. So this one beat out my copy of the Rolling Stones Aftermath. Is also from 66, but that came out in April. So this one came out in February of 1966. This is the oldest record in my collection. I've only had it for a couple months, actually, but it's the oldest one in my collection. It's been around since 1966. All right. Now, The weirdest, oddest thing that you have in your collection. Here's the weirdest, oddest thing. I'm not even really sure what this is. This was found. This is a Japanese press. It's from Japan. It's called the US AF F-15 Eagle. What this is I'm honestly not sure what this is, but this is a record, and it has, so there's the front of it. It's got the Japanese obi strip on it. Picture of the F-15, that, and inside is all, I mean, it's got a ton of cool stuff. There is Japanese inserts, pictures of the airplane, pictures of the cockpit. All this is written in Japanese. There's that, and this is like schematics. This is a big, giant, fold-out poster that has like schematics of the airplane. This is another insert that came with that. It's got a bunch of stuff, posters and everything. Here's like a picture of the cockpit, and it's a picture of it on a carrier. It's like blueprints and everything else. This was in that records that I found. I don't know what this is. I played it for like 5 minutes, and basically it's just got sounds of the airplane taking off and talking between the pilot and the tower or whatever. And I don't know, it's in Japanese, and if it's telling them how to fly the plane or whatever, I really don't know. I tried researching it. I can't figure out why it was made or what it was. So to me, this is like the weirdest, most obscure thing that I have. It's just so odd to me that this even exists. So you kind of wanted to show it off, and that's what started this idea of the thread. Like, well, I've got this, but how do you talk about this record? So the most obscure thing. So that's one I want to hear from you guys also. Kind of the weird, obscure thing. You can't even really figure out why it even exists as a record at all. All right, so the next thing is on the list. The fourth one is a record that you think is probably your rarest press or whatever. And I have this band called Kissing Candace out of, I think, Buffalo, New York. Me and my son saw these guys open for Mushroom Head a few years back, and they're really cool, like a nu metal band. They wear masks and makeup and things, and I followed them on Facebook and saw that they were basically crowdfunding a record. These guys are pretty small. Some people have heard of them, some of them haven't, but if you can look right there, hand numbered, number 78 of 100. So it's called Safe Word. It's the deluxe edition, limited edition, translucent green vinyl, 78 of 100. Only 100 pressed. So I'm assuming this, and my guess is probably my rarest press, you know. That F-15 might be even rarer. I don't know how many of those were printed because you can't find really any information on it at all. All right, so, and the next, by the way, Kissing Candace, you get a chance to check them out. If you like that nu metal sound, go ahead and check them out. You'd probably enjoy it. Okay, the most expensive record that you own in your collection. I went to Discogs, and you can look down at median price. I just went strictly off of median price, and the most expensive one I have is this Japanese pressing of AC/DC's Highway to Hell. It's an OG press. It has all of the inserts in it. I still have the obi strip is intact. There's just got the Atlantic logo on there. The insert, there's the Japanese side, and then it's got the English lyrics on the back. According to Discogs, median price only. Can't go by high, because if somebody paid $1,000 for a record, that's the only time it ever sold. Nobody's paying that kind of money for it. So I went to the median price. According to Discogs, this album is worth $120 to $215. The shape is this one in, I would say, is higher than that, higher than the median. So this beat out another record by like $5 as to per median price as to the most expensive record I own. So AC/DC's Highway to Hell, Japanese press, the most expensive record in my collection. One more, which is also an expensive record in my collection, I'm throwing in as a bonus or whatever. Median price, this is about $100, Kiss Alive 3. I pulled this out because this record I bought a while back. I was back in 96 or 95. I bought that record. I met the band at a convention. So what I did, this has been framed, is I took one of the vinyls and had it signed by the band, had it autographed by the band. So if I was going to sell things, technically this is probably the most expensive record in my collection. This is the one side, sides 1 and 2, side 3 or 4 are still in there. I still have the insert with that. It's never been played, obviously. This has never been played. The other side has never been played. I still have the sticker that says it's limited to, 3,000 copies or whatever. But with the signatures, I could probably sell this for, God, you know how Kiss fans are. They pay crazy amounts of money. So technically probably the most expensive record in my collection, but not with the criteria I was going. The criteria I was going was median price on Discogs. So that's it. So that was just a little bonus there. So that's what I kind of want to see you guys do. If you can do that, if not, I hope you all enjoyed what I tried to do here. I've never tried to start a thread. I thought this might be kind of a cool thing. So yeah, the album you've had the longest, your oldest record, your most obscure record, your rarest record, your most expensive record. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Like I said, don't forget to tune in a couple weeks on the 7th of July to Sunday Night Vinyl Confessions with Steve from All the World's Stage. I will be live on there. I will probably talk to you one more time between now and then, maybe twice. Let's see, got another weekend? Yeah, probably twice. So, all right, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the new subs and everything else. I know Steve from All the World's Stage did send me put me in a video and picked me in like 4 other people. Hey, telling all his subs to go over and sub. So I've got some new subs this week. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate this community. Being able to come out here and just talk records with you guys makes me happy. Like I said, my wife doesn't really want to hear it a whole lot. So, but I really enjoy it. And I want to thank you all for watching. I will talk to you all next week. Sunday morning for me here. Enjoy my coffee. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your week. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you later.